I am Dr. N. J. Krishna Prasad, Associate Professor, Department of Industrial Engineering and Management, Bangalore Institute of Technology, Bangalore. Today, I will going to explain how to draw the cam profile when the follower follows a cycloidal motion during outstroke and return stroke. And also, I will going to explain how to find out the maximum velocity and acceleration when the follower moves with a cycloidal motion. The cover page, I designed it by showing actually a generating circle while drawing the displacement diagram. This is the way to draw the generating circle. In the problem, it is given the stroke. So find out the radius of the generating circle by using the formula stroke divided by 2 pi. That gives the value of R. And this slide, it gives how to draw the displacement diagram for the cycloidal motion of the follower. Yeah, in this problem, I took actually outstroke and return stroke, both it follows a cycloidal motion. And I'll going to explain the steps for drawing the cam profile for the roller follower when the axis of the roller follower is offset to the right of the axis of the cam by certain distance. In addition to this, I'm going to explain how to find out the maximum velocity and acceleration for outstroke and return stroke when the follower moves with cycloidal motion. One problem I took actually here, it is required to draw the cam profile both during outstroke and return stroke. Follower moves with cycloidal motion. Maximum displacement, that is stroke, is given, it is 31.4 millimeter. Outstroke occur during 180 degree of cam rotation. Return stroke occur for the next 150 degree of cam rotation. Dwell for the remaining 30 degree of cam rotation. And it is given the minimum radius of the cam, it is 15 millimeter. Roller diameter is given. Roller diameter of the follower is 10 mm, and axis of the roller is offset by 10 mm towards the right from the axis of the camshaft. For this data, it is required to find out the maximum velocity and acceleration during both ascent and descent period. And cam is rotated with a uniform speed of 120 RPM in the clockwise direction. So I written the given data. Stroke is given. It is 31.4 millimeter. I converted to the meter. It is 0.0314 meter. And speed of the cam is given in RPM. I'll convert it to the radian per radian by multiplying 2 pi and divided by 60. And outstroke is given 180 degree. I convert it to radian and it follows cycloidal motion. Return stroke, it occurs for 150 degree. I converted for radian degree to the radian. It is for 150 degree, it is 2.62 radian. And during return stroke also, the follower follows the cycloidal motion. And to accommodate in A4 sheet, in examination and also for the internals, it is required to take the scale for both displacement and cam profile. So take to your convenient, but to accommodate in A4 sheet for this problem, I selected a scale for the y-axis. It represents the follower displacement. It is 1:1. Meaning of that is, if you draw 1 millimeter, that represents the actual of 1 millimeter. and x-axis represents the cam rotation. For 20 degree, I took actually 10 mm. And draw the displacement diagram like this. For one rotation, that is 360 degree. When 20 degree is equal to 10 mm, it converts to 180. Draw a line of 180 millimeter from the point A. Horizontal line are drawn equal to 180. Then stroke a take to the actual scale. It is 31.4 millimeter and complete this rectangle. Then outstroke is given for 180 degree. Converted to the scale, it is 90 millimeter, so that it take AS is 90. Then immediately after the outstroke, return stroke occurs. It's for 150 degree. To this scale, if you convert it to 75, S and N, it is 75 millimeter. Then dwell for another 30 degree. So convert to the scale, it is 15 millimeter. Then generating circle, it is required to divide into 6 parts. So here draw a horizontal line. 6 to center to 5 take 60. 5 to center this point to 4 it is 60. 4 to center to 3 it is 60. Like that I continue it. Mark the point, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. After this, from the center, you draw a line which is drawn from point center, which intersects the line of 4, 5 at point. So mark it, it is B. Then from here, draw a vertical line which intersects the horizontal line somewhere, mark that point E. Like this, it is required to draw from this center. As it is very smaller, I enlarged the portion of this I shown here to draw it. So mirror that is, if you are the center, you take 5 mm radius and draw a circle, divide into 5 parts, and they follow the procedures what I explained here. Generating circle, now I divide into 6. So outstroke, you are divided into 6 parts. Now AS, you are divided into 6 parts. Then draw a vertical line from point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. See, in this problem, return stroke also it follows the cycloidal motion. For this S to N also it divided into 6 parts. Draw a vertical line from 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash and 5 dash and 6 dash. Then from center to A you connect it. From center to N you connect the line. Then from point A, draw a line which is parallel to center to A. So you'll get this line. This line, it intersects the line which is drawn from 1 and 2 at the point B and C. And this diagonal which intersects the line which is drawn from 3, mark that point D. Similarly, from the point B, you draw a line parallel to this diagonal so that it intersects the vertical line which is drawn from 4 and 5 at the point E and F. Then center of the circle you connect it. Similarly, you follow the same procedure what I explained in left side. From the point A, you draw a line parallel to this. So when I draw a line parallel to this, it intersects the vertical line which is drawn from 4 dash and 5 dash. Mark the point, it is K and L. And for the from this diagonal, which intersects the line which is drawn from 3 dash, mark the point J. Then from point B, you draw a line parallel to this line so that it intersects the line which is drawn from 1 dash and 2 dash at a point H and I. So you'll get H, I, J, K, L, and then this is N. Then join with a smooth curve with a free end. A to B, B to C, C to D, D to F, E, E to F, like that. I continue it with a free hand, I draw a line, that is arc. Then for the dwell period, draw a horizontal line. Like this, it is required to draw the displacement diagram. X-axis, it represents cam rotation. Y-axis, it represents the displacement diagram. This is the way to draw the displacement diagram. By using this displacement diagram, it is required to draw the cam profile. So once if you write this displacement diagram, not required to repeat once again. So we using this displacement diagram, right side actually better, right actually a cam profile. With any point O, see how much offset it is given. It is 10 mm. Take a 10 mm radius. With center O, draw a circle. Then with same center, see the minimum radius of the cam. It is 15 millimeter. Same center, draw one more circle. Then with same center, prime circle radius, you take it. Prime circle radius, you calculate like this. Minimum radius of the cam, it is 15 plus half of the roller diameter you take, it is 5 mm. Total it is 20. Take 20 mm radius with this center, draw a circle. Then after this, tangent to the offset circle, you draw a line which intersects somewhere. Mark that point, it is E. Then you see this actually. This is the axis of the roller follower. And this is the axis of the cam. This is offset by 10 mm. That is axis of the roller follower and axis of the cam. It is offset by 10 mm. Then with point A, take a radius of the roller and draw a circle and draw a line, vertical line which is parallel to the center and complete this follower. And this, after this, I write the guide, which is have a little bit, not this much of gap, slight little bit gap I give it, and draw a guide. And next, how to draw the cam profile. The steps I'll explain. Please follow it and step by step and draw the cam profile. The steps is as follows. So join O to A. So then see how, what is the outstroke. Outstroke is given, it is 180 degree. So AOS, that is this arc. This arc is 180 millimeter. That is OAS is 180 millimeter. Then this AS, you are divided into 6 parts because in the displacement diagram you are divided into 6. So that AS, you are divided into 6 parts. After divided AS into 6 parts, mark the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. After you mark the point, from point 1, tangent to this offset circle, you draw a line and produced it. Then from point 2, tangent to this offset circle, draw a line and produced it. From 3, tangent to the offset circle, draw a line and produced it. From point 4, draw a tangent to the circle and proceeded. From 5, draw a tangent to the offset circle and produced it. From 6, shear draw a line which is tangent to the offset circle and produced it. Then 1A, exactly you take it at this point only. So we are taken actually this point, this is a curve tangent to the roller diameter, mark the point. So tangent to the base circle, that is from here, from the prime circle, you mark the point, it is A. Then from 1 to B, you measured from the displacement diagram and mark it from here. It is 1 to B. Then 2 to C, you measure it from 2 to this point. You mark it. 3 to D, you measure from the displacement diagram and mark it from here. This blue line represents the length of 3D from here. Similarly, you marked it, you'll get the points here. Then same procedure you have followed for the return stroke as it follows the cycloidal motion. Now, yes, A, that is AOS in this direction. That is here it is return stroke SON. SON it is 150 degree. Take SON, it is 150 degree. Then OS and N. This SN, it also divided into 6 parts. Then mark the point as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, and 6 dash. Then after this, measure the displacement of 1 dash to H, 2 dash to I, 3 dash to J, like that, and mark it on the corresponding tangent lines. By after you have followed the same procedure what I explained for the earlier, you'll get the points like this. After you get the points, from point A, you draw a that is roller by taking roller as the radius of roller, and draw a circle from point at the end of this blue color. Draw a circle from here, from this point, from this point, from this point, from this point, from here. So this represents actually it is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, and L. So from all the points, draw the circle. Then tangent to this circle, from here, draw the curve. This all the line which is drawn from here, it is drawn from the free hand, and this line, this curve is tangent to the radius of the roller, tangent to the roller, and complete this cam profile. So meaning of that is when the cam is rotating continuously with the speed it is given, for 180 degree it is moving up, and after it reaches actually a 31.4, it returns back for 150 degree, and it stands at the bottom for another 30 degree rotation and continues like that. So that completes the cam profile. Then to find out that is a maximum velocity and acceleration during outstroke and return stroke. So the formula we used to find out the maximum velocity during outstroke and return stroke. So this is represents V suffix naught. It is the maximum velocity during outstroke. It is 2 omega s by theta naught. Here, while substituting it, take care about it. Omega should be in radian per second. S value should be in stroke. That is, it is in meter. Then the value for the maximum velocity during the outstroke, we get actually it is 0.251 meter per second. Similarly, you find out maximum velocity during return stroke. That maximum acceleration during that is a outstroke and return stroke. It is given this formula. Omega, it is in radian. Yes, you are substituted in meter. Theta naught, you are substituted in radian. You'll get maximum acceleration during outstroke is 3.42 meter per second squared, and maximum acceleration during return stroke, it is 4.53 meter per second squared. Thank you one and all. Please try to work it out all the problems of CAM. If any problem arised, please call me at any time. During the working hours, I'll clarify your doubt. Thank you one and all.